audio, audio. What a hit.
There's a natural mystic blowing through the air.
Real. Tell me.
If you listen carefully, now you will hear.
You will feel it.
It could be the first trumpet, might as well be the last.
You hear that?
Many more will have to die. Many
It's
more
gonna kill
will have
them.
to cry. Don't ask me why.
It's coming.
I say things are not the way they used to be. Don't tell no lie. One and all got to face reality now.
Yes, the reality is that we have to cool out.
Though I try to find the answer to all the questions they ask, though I know it's impossible to go living through my past. Don't keep them down.
Can't keep the ancestors down. It's an ancestral fight. The victory has been assured, my family. We just have to put the meat on the bones. What a thing. This life we live in. Africa is calling. Calling its soldiers home. Are you ready, my people?
There's a natural mystic blowing through the air.
Real.
If you listen carefully now, you will hear.
Unless you're deaf. Or a blind, you're blind.
Try to find the answer to all the questions they ask. Do I know it's impossible to go living through my past? Don't ask me why. I say things are not the way they used to be.
They're real.
Don't tell no lie. One and all got to face. Though I try to find the answer to all the questions they ask, though I know it's impossible to go living through There's a natural mystic blowing through the air.
Yes, yes. Greetings, greetings. Good evening. And it's still afternoon, my family. How are you doing out there? The heat is on. The heat is on. The fire is burning. Yeah, we're perspiring and some of us are cool out because, you know, when the weather get like this, we just hit the shade. Yeah, but our European counterpart, they tend to go out and take it on full on. Yeah, because they want to get some of this, what you say, this shade or complexion, you know, or a tan, as them say. Yeah, but we say you can tan there, we know say it's not good for you. Yeah, but yeah, we're at the point where the weather is getting to its extreme, my family. So I'm asking that you be cautious out there, that you be careful as to what you expose yourself to, because as you know, too much of anything is not good. It's one thing when you're working in it, as opposed to when you go and you lay down in it, say you take it in as pleasure. Because when you're working, you perspire and it evaporates and cool at the same time. But when you're just laying down there, it takes on the opposite. Yeah, so I'm asking of you that you do be careful. Now, I'm happy to be in the studio with you today during this lunchtime hours. I'm hoping that obviously that you're making good preparation to say grace in order to consume your meal, your Sunday dinner, which historically was the main focus of the week insofar as the family being able to sit down, reason, have a little just discussion, and then to forward to the challenges of next week. I myself have had a fantastic week. I've been sharing some video footage, some pictures, some images whilst I've been up there in Welwyn Garden City. It's very much a garden town. And last week, towards the end of the week, they were having some competition to which I'd made some contribution in making preparation in the gardens, cleaning up the edges within the center of the town. And yeah, it was a joy, but you know, your oppressors, they're still on your backs, you know. So the expectation is that I was going to finish early on Friday, but you know, one got carried away and decided to hold us back for a while, you know. Under normal circumstances, I suppose it would not have mattered, but as I've shared with a very few people, that my son, in fact, did get married, which was yesterday, and it was quite a joy. We were over there somewhere in Essex, near very much close by Tilbury, which served for me as a reminder as to the Windrush generation and how strange it was to a certain extent, knowing that I myself is one of that generation who had come here in the 60s, and who are now suffering the consequence of this hostile environment towards us, you know. But nonetheless, you know, we forward in a this time in a this generation, so it was a real joy and a pleasure to be amongst the family, amongst the grandchildren, and to see the joy on the couple's face. So again, I obviously extend my sincere wishes and joy and happiness to our addition to the family, in name, because she's been part of the journey for over a certain, I think it's about 14 years the relationship had been going. So they'd been friends and now they are partners, colleagues and confidants. Yeah, so I'm happy for having joined with the Palmer family up there in Southgate. Yeah, so my respect to you if you are listening, and to those who I met yesterday, again, if you are listening, then my salute goes out to you also. Yeah. So anyway, that's my joy. I'm greeting you at this particular time. Having been out, I was quite out a little bit earlier, and I left. I went back home. I didn't realize how hot it was, but at the same time, what I can say, the figs on the tree, they're ripening at such an alarming pace that I'm picking figs every morning now, and I've got quite a few which I'll pick and I'll have to take to work to share, unless obviously I can get to those relatively close by to be able to give them away. Yeah. So I'm hoping that all is well with yourselves. I'm expecting that Jammers will be in the studio. I spoke to him not too long ago, and he said that I'll be here a little after 1:15. And for today's show, we're going to be looking at the events which is coming up next week, Sunday at the Chestnut Park, honouring our good brother Douglas Williams. And as I'd promised, I was going to touch a little bit on hashtag 107, who is a young man by the name of Julia Gomez, who was the 107th victim to have died through the gun and knife crime back in 2020, I do believe. On the 15th of July, which was on Friday, he would have been 32, it being his Earth Strong. But the connection came about because he, in fact, had died on the 14th of September of 2020, I do believe. And why? Sorry, I was celebrating my 60th birthday, to which my good brother Douglas Williams was master of ceremony. I wasn't to know that there was going to be the most precious time that we had spent together, prior to me coming into this studio to grace this chair to which I am now presently sitting in. Yeah, so I'll be giving a little lowdown in regards to Julio Gomez. Visited the graveside, a little reasoning. I wasn't able to get into the woods to drum, but again, I'd given my reasoning and explanation because my main responsibility on Saturday was family, and I'm concerned, and I think yourselves would be concerned if I don't maintain the balance, that being between family and community and having to get the priority right. And I'll share it with you, my family, in case you're not up to speed. Family is first, community, and then country. Yeah, particularly when you see as to how these politicians are exploiting and taking advantage of their positions that we have entrusted them with to take that responsibility instead of the power to which they assume. Yeah, so I'm happy to be with you, and I'm just gonna play another little track. Let's try this track 7 and see what it's saying, because I tend to do these things blindly, not knowing what it is that is going to come about. But let's see what's happening on this one.
Never let the people them down. Never let no warriors down. Never let the children them down. Never let the woman them down. Yes, son, step it up, step it up, step it up, yeah. Babylon, step it up, step it up, step it up, yeah. Get us to step it up, step it up, step it up, yeah. Babylon, step it up, step it up. All right, tell the people them fit know themselves, and if them want food, them have to sow themselves. Hey.
Yes, know yourself in this time of family. Get your priorities right. Family comes first.
Alright, tell the people them to reach themselves, and if them want to know, them have to teach themselves. Oh, the people them to know themselves, and if them want, well, pick a judgment again. I want to name alright. Self-esteem, part of the clean, so you can ride around the red, gold and green, yeah. Self-thought, clean up your heart. Never go walk on the wicked man path. Self-control, clean up your heart and your soul, and watch the wicked man head a roll.
Yes, this is your Enough is Enough show on a Sunday. For those who have not had enough insofar as their meal so far, then I do hope that you will enjoy. And it will be filling to your heart, your mind, your body, and your soul. That it will give you the energy to do whatever the challenge that comes about for you this week and indefinitely. But you know, you will have to recharge your batteries. That's to say, you will have to put in more food.
Because of them alone can reach themselves. Wow. Yo, Mr. Self-awareness, don't get careless. And anytime we talk, don't be careless. Rastafari is the natures of life, ever blessed. From the north to the south, the east and the west. Well, remember Babylon promise more, and them still fearless. And them tell you see them care and them keep fearless.
Yes, and I must say, special request to the two Mrs. Morrisons again in my life, you know, my wife and the new Mrs. Morrison, my son's wife. Yeah, and my wifey, thank you for putting a smile on my face yesterday on those occasions. You know, it was a pleasure being out to be able to reflect to a certain extent. I know to a certain extent. I myself had been in the, what you describe as a doghouse. It now been 13 years. Our anniversary was on the 11th. And for whatever reason, all this running up and down and all this stressful situations dealing with this up and coming event, I had to a certain extent overlooked the date, you know, but being a wife, you know, I know she's understanding, but it's something that was shared with my children, and they weren't best pleased, and it was them also putting me in this doghouse, you know. But yeah, it's a time, and it really hits home. Yeah, oftentimes if you're not careful, community really take over your life. Yeah, it really takes over your life, and you tend to forget at times the important little things that are big things, really. You know, so wifey, thank you for the understanding on that. And again, I suppose it really highlights the fact that, you know, for the few weeks that I've been back on the show, I've stick to um, more or less my wife's script, which includes the forgiveness. Yeah, the forgiveness. So if we're expecting of others to forgive, then I'm sure that it's only right that she is also forgiving of myself. Yeah. Now, as we move, as we move, the program today is, as I'm just saying there, is not going to be much changes. Yeah. But firstly, let me start, which is per norm, by greeting you, my family, all uno ado. Hope all of you are doing fine in this fine weather to recharge, enjoy on self, because you know the summer weather don't last too long, and before you quint, a winter again. Yeah. Now again, I'm sure that I've come to realize not only had I missed you, but you also had missed myself. Yeah, and no doubt I miss on like our river miss water, and as I'm on the water, I encourage you to make sure that you hydrate, because the sun will dehydrate you. Yeah? So we need rain, otherwise, as you know, as a farmer or as somebody who does gardening, the dirt is rather tough. Planting a lot of flowers, but without the water, them the flowers them just quivel up the sun hot. Yeah. Now a lot has happened since last week. One of which I've shared in that my son had gotten married, and I am no without no, a doubt some of us have passed on to join the ancestors, and again there has been new life into this world. So for those who have re-entered, I congratulate those parents, and for those who have lost loved ones, my condolences to you also. Yeah. I'm not sure as to the resignations and what's been developing, but we can see there is a bit of an illusion going on with this ongoing conservative elimination battle towards leadership. I'm saying to yourself, don't be really too consumed into that. It's just a distraction, whilst a lot of things are happening in the background. One of which I believe in my community up there today, there was a what do you call it, a deselection or a selection process. I tried to get the latter part, the latest on that. I wasn't able to make the link, so I don't know as to whether our sitting MP has survived this latest challenge which has been brought up on her, as to whether she should be put up for reselection to run as our MP in the next election, which, it being such, it seems there's a strategy that's been put in place to call another election once Boris Johnson eventually steps down. Yeah, he's said at the moment that he's going to be resigning, but there's no certainty and nothing is sure until it's done. So I do hope that our MP ride that challenge. That's our MP Keita Samar up there in Edmonton, and it's necessary because of what you see is transpiring in the motherland, Africa. Yeah, Western society have got a keen eye on the resources that is there that they say it's just recently being discovered. But you know, with technology and all of those satellites up in the air, up in the space, they know the full resources to which we have, and they've got to come up with strategy in order to maintain the status quo. That's to keep us in the dark, so that we, what do you say, continue to fight amongst ourselves whilst they plunder our resources. So we need to wise up, my people. Yeah, we definitely need to wise up, because right now ways are not for the swift, but for those who no doubt can endure and do endure. Yeah, so let's take up this.
Something for the nation, uplift the people. Hold it. My run them up for real. My boss the seven seal. For run them up for real. So I see how it's real. It is on the bargain.
One day,
Wanna bet I know, no they can wise my people. Wanna bet I look then analyze my people. Wanna bet I get up then rise my people. Trample corruption and evil. Wanna bet I know, no they can wise my people. Wanna bet I look then analyze my people. Wanna bet I get up then rise my people. Trample corruption and evil. When then time will turn, wicked heart is going to hell, yo. The breaking of the evil spell. And don't get a youth, me see them men walk. Do the things when they me say, wow. You know, and the youth that fit prepare, wow. I put them in the bottom of the well, and fire burn the crush them like a shell, wow. No better wise my people. No better look and analyze my people. No better get up and rise my people. Trample corruption and evil. No better wise my people. No better look and analyze my people. No better look and then rise my people. Trample corruption and evil. Heart goes down. This is the innocent life going down in the street. My heart goes out. You're the motherless cry and the fatherless me. My heart cries out. This is the innocent life going down in the street. My heart goes out. Give it to her. They try to distort the minds of the youth, yeah. By disguise and disregarding the truth, yeah. They never even teach them how to plant a seed to grow a tree to their refuse one. Alright then.
yes, my people, on a set, on a steer, on a head good, on a really ready and prepared for this time. On a see what going out there. Yeah, in this time, what really taking place? What is it that we're missing? Yeah, what's it gonna take for us to come to realize? Yeah, to take the matter out of we eye. Yeah, and look at the real things which are significant and does really matter to us as a race, as a people in this time, so our generation to come will be proud to know that we took that stand and fight that good fight. Yeah, so are you fed up? Are you at the end of your tether? Are you fed up? Have you had enough and ready to take a stand? Yeah, let us take a stand, my family, in unity to fight this good fight for our rights, for our community, our family. Yeah, which again, this weekend coming, this Sunday, the 24th of July, the seat to which my good brother Douglas William had put me in, that I can say to you that unity is the thing that matters the most. Yeah, right now. Yeah, unity is the thing that matters the most. Yeah, so as we continue, let me pay my respect to our ancestors, to which are on whose shoulders, yeah, I do stand. Those who had made the sacrifice to enable me to have the privilege today of knowing that I am not subject to the noose to be drawn or quartered as they were in their time. Yeah, so let me not be complacent and get comfortable by the choices to which I have that I may well think to myself, because I am all right, it is all right with us all. I know it not to be the case. And until we are all right, then we as a race, as a culture, as Africa, we are not free. Yeah, we cannot be free. Yeah. So, as it is with you, my family, who has invited me into your home, that are listening, what is on the fire? Yeah. What is there that you care to share? As we open up the phone line later on, once my brother is here, once Jammer's in the studio, let us have a jam whilst your pot is cooking, and we do hope that the food is enough to share. Yeah? Whilst it's enough to share, then let's share, yeah, because words oftentimes also, yeah, is food. Yeah, food to the heart, the mind, the body, as well as the soul. Yeah? So to my ancestors on whose shoulders I do stand, I say respect. To management also, and fellow presenters on blessradio1.com, my respect. And to you, my listeners out there, more love, more peace and harmony within the family. Yeah, to the generals them out there in the community on the front line holding the fort, my salute. I spoke to one of the 5-star generals since morning, and as much as he will be there, and he's more likely to be there, then he's also saying that this platform is not necessarily for him. He's not into really talking in public spaces like park, which I do understand, because you do really need to know who is it that's got your back. Yeah? Alright, just bear with me a moment, my family. I've got a call coming.
What they gonna do about it? So when the way the people them started shouting, well we say east, west, north and south it. We send the fire when we play, they can't hold it. Yo, what they gonna do about it? So when the way the people them started shouting, when we say east, west, north and south it. We send the fire when we play, they can't hold it. Because I'm real hot. I'm burning and blazing, blazing and hot. Real hot. Don't even try to get me no water, but because I'm real hot. Go, fire keep burning and blazing and hot. Real hot. Keep it burning and blazing and hot. The fire burn for a reason. Don't tell the wicked man them wine chant the treason. Yo, the corruption they tell them should believe. Yo, with Celestia I them nothing get evil. The woman them because them nothing get seed. Every ghetto man me said them should get breed. Can't be shocking at them, can't be speed. Blaze up the fire, me say keep it. Everyone tell them some. Cause I'm real hot. Boom, I'm burning and blazing, blazing and hot. I'm real hot. Yo, don't even try to get no water, but cause I'm real hot. Yo, I'm blazing, blazing, I'm blazing, I'm dash. Real hot. Yo, the one tell them something. Yo, consequences I'm gonna burn them. I'm from them I live like an inch, we are gonna burn them. I'm messing with them defenses, we are gonna burn them. I'm from them lose them senses, we are gonna burn them. From them no cleaning and them heart, we are gonna burn them.
Yes, my family, bad news politically. Yeah, the news has just reached me by that phone call that our sitting MP, Miss Kate Asamoah, has been deselected. When I say deselected, it has been voted that she's having to stand for reselection, which ultimately means that she's not going to be our MP next time around, to how it presently stands, even though there's another meeting which is going to be taking place to follow on from what I would say is just going to be a formality. Yeah, so whilst we idly sit, yeah, in the back seat and fight amongst our one another and not engage ourselves politically, those to which we have in a position in order to safeguard our motherland, which is Africa, yeah, we have been sidelined. Yeah, we have been sidelined. So the agenda is being set. Yeah, so it's not for me to tell you as to how to respond, because to a certain extent it would appear that a number of you are powerless, or you just don't care, or you don't care. yeah, but it's not a good place for me to be at the moment. And I'm saying that because one of the things that at least I can swear to say is our MP, she was able to get Julia Gomez, said same young man, hashtag 107, who was murdered in Jubilee Park, who was stabbed by, I don't even know how to describe about discriminate, but it wasn't a British citizen, we could say that. And the person had an history of mentality, but nonetheless he was let loose to do what he did. I was able to get her to be at the funeral service, and thereafter she was able to get his children over from where they were. Yeah, so I'm really, really and truly concerned. I'm concerned again that even though I'd done these things, a mistake I would say on her part, she didn't reach out, because you tend to toe the party line. There's some people look at myself and said, yeah, he's a loose cannon, but when the need arise, I was there. So the type of politicians we need is those who are like my leader, who had brought me into this political sphere, and that was Bernie Grant. Yeah, we don't want stooges. Yeah, we know the responsibility that lies on our shoulders when we're given this special responsibility. Yeah, it's off the back of the sacrifice that our ancestors had made, yeah, to enable us to be prepared for this time. And those of us who are not awake as to the situation, is for us to try and wake you up, yeah, as to what is transpiring around us. Yeah, so what I'll say to my sister, I still wish you Godspeed, God's luck, yeah, because there is a natural mystic still blowing through the air. There is a consequence, yeah, because I can say to you, and that's the point I've always tried to make. People often wonders how it is that I don't stay politically aligned, yeah, because as you see, yeah, this white supremacist or the capitalist system, their mindset is just to exploit, capitalize, and demonize nature for their benefit, yeah, and to accumulate wealth, which ultimately is they're after power. It's not even so much wealth; it's the power to which they're after, So I'm sorry to have to bring you this bad news, but if that's happened in Edmonton, it's the same for any community that has got any black representation. They do not like us. Today I posted something on the African cultural platform that seemed to have offended. And I do apologize if it does cause an offense, but I'm sorry. We cannot move away from our reality. Yeah? Our reality is that they will continue to traumatize us. Yeah? So when such a thing is posted, please don't be telling me that you're traumatized. Yeah? Because you are already traumatized. What you need is like an electric shock, something to wake you up out of your slumber, to realize the reality to which we are presently facing, that our young people are facing, in that our young people are being demonized for the simple reason that they want to take pride and take a stand because they believe that they're British, but the action being demonstrated out on the street is that they are not. Yeah? So we have suffered, yeah, for them to do better. Yeah? So if we have to die in the process as they prescribe, because we know there is no death, yeah, there's regeneration. And the other thing, I had also make a comment, since morning I wake up because I was away from the community yesterday owing to my son's wedding, only to realize that there's been a number of posts out there, videos, yeah, some form of monkey business, yeah, that I'd really kind of gave me some concerns, yeah. Now my comment is there are two worlds to which we live in, yeah, and that world is spirit and truth, Yeah, the spirit is for the ancestors, and the truth is for those of us who are up on this earth. Yeah, we have to face our truths. Yeah, and this idea of pretense, yeah, as to the benefit of lying and deception amongst ourselves. We have to burn certain things which we would call ego when you edge God out of certain things. Yeah, so we have to find our spirit, and we have to do that in truth. Yeah, because this battle that we have in is spiritual warfare, and we can solve it just by snapping out of it. Yeah, so I'm really concerned, my family, in that news which I've had to bring to you in relation to the politics within my own little community. Yeah, so getting back on track, I noticed my brother is not here as yet. But yeah, the subject gonna be for this week, as had been previously, our program topics are gonna deal with the drum unity, which we're calling upon for Sunday, for our good brother, in the manner that we had done 2 years previously, and it culminated in a drum circle. The last 2 years have been fantastic. We've always been blessed with good weather, and this year it doesn't look as though it's going to be in any way different. But for this week coming, obviously we're asking that you come prepared. Water, umbrella, chairs, yeah. Be prepared to take the shade, yeah, because we know too much of anything is not good. Yeah, we're looking further as to how we're going to be healing ourselves, because there are certain factors within our community that seems to be hell-bent on dividing us. Yeah, so how do we get around to be able to forgive them? Yeah, I've touched briefly on the community, which relates to the politics with our MP Kate Honolulu, and the meeting to decide to reselect or to reject. Well, I've had the result of that for her as a sitting candidate, which I stipulated last week, I do believe, and that result has come in to say that they voted to put her through that selection process to reject her. Yeah, so I don't know what to say, but I think I need to look just how I get out of this place. Yeah, because it don't look good. Yeah. The other thing we need to look upon is our love for self, family, community, and ultimately unity, to which we need to achieve in this time, for the simple reason as I've described. Yeah. There are certain forces out there which is just hell-bent, not just on destroying us, because when they destroy us, they've destroyed this earth. And they're not even aware of that, because they haven't got a clue as to how to move forward. And they can't do it without our sweat, our labor, because they haven't got the strength. Yeah, so my family, it's really concerning for me to hear what my brother has just phoned through to have told me. But I thank him for having done so, because that uncertainty at least has been put to bed. And I've made you to understand that those of you who are, and I've been told the numbers in attendance was only 29. So you see, for so few people, they make these major decisions on our behalf, because strategically what they do is it's like a closed shop. Yeah, like me. I mean, I've got a party membership, yeah, but I was not able to. Yeah, I was excluded, and this is the way the system operates. Yeah, they choose who they want in there, yeah, and they put measures in place to make sure you can't participate. Yeah, because what they do, they use ourselves to fight against ourselves, to agree with them, and then the consequence later on, when it then hits home, yeah, it is too late for us to do anything about it. And then what they simply do is pull the rug from away underneath your feet, those who has falling into this Judas scenario. They pull the rug from underneath your feet, and then your community don't want to know you. You understand? Because you done sell out. Yeah? And that is the situation we keep finding ourselves in time and time again, my family. Yeah? So it's really disappointing to know that. Yeah? And I when I get back, when I leave this platform, obviously I will pick up on the subject matter. Again, you could say my MP, obviously, she's probably too ashamed, too shocked or whatever, yeah, to even be in touch with like myself, because she believes in the system, or she has been led to believe in the system, yeah, and I don't support it as is, and I don't know as to how she's going to maneuver herself, but I mean, I'm there, yeah, because Bernie taught us certain lessons, yeah, to know who we are, same as what Bless is saying, you need to know yourself, yeah, we're African first, we are original, yeah, we don't need them, they need us, yeah, all the resources, again, I keep repeating, is with us. They don't have anything. All they can do is to trick us by creating the illusion to make out that is as if it is they who have it, yeah, in which case they haven't, yeah, and the Labour Party of all that we thought we had joined is not the same, yeah, it's not the same. That's why I left. I came back when Corbyn came, and then you see what happened, yeah. So my family, sorry for that bad news, but it's just the way it is. Yeah, it's just the way it is. Yeah, so that is a hard one. Yeah, that is a hard one. So, well, I mean, I don't know. Let me just burn some fire up on this and just get some release here, so. Manners.
Touch Babylon and Scotch. I want them. I'm just what them know King Selassie, the ultimate. Burn them down. Burn you. Until what they say I have to burn you. Burn them for the evil things that you do. Alright, fire happy burn. Fire happy burn. More the fire burning and the more the fear will burn. Fire happy burn. Fire happy burn. The fire never burn. The children them want to learn. Fire happy burn. Fire happy burn. Oh, fire, that is my only concern. Fire happy burn. Fire happy burn. They get them can't in them selection. Them can't elect with. In them election. Them can't be wrecked with. In them direction. Yeah, infect with them infection. Them can't select with. In them selection. Them can't elect with. In them election. They're not direct with. In them direction. Yeah, infect me with them. Because I'm different from them. I mean, but no deal they from Mount Harlem. Babylon only try cause problem. That's why every house have to resolve them. And while they get to you, them say I got strength for strength. And me put a fire upon them, condemn. But no iniquity and but no them then. Again, I slew them. And your king said I say I burn you. Matter what they say, I got to burn you. Matter what they do, I got to burn you. Go for all the evil things you do. Alright, then I burn you. Matter what they say, I got to burn you. Matter what they do, I got to slew you. Go for all the evil things you do. Now I not do. Don't feel separate. Not the selection. Don't count is left with. Not the election. Don't count the rest with. Not the direction. Yeah, in fact, with them infection. Them can't select with. Not them selection. Them can't direct with. Not them direction. Them can't inspect with. Not them inspection. Yeah, in fact, with them because I'm different from those. Now I'm put weird and that the woman them close. You come not Sophie man, you will not come not Sophie pose. It's clear breath and I know your judgment arose. Fire I go burn them under them nose. Now So we now go walk on the wicked man road. When now we not drop the whole place explode.
Yes, burn it up, burn it up, burn it up, my family. We can't go down for them road because for them road is a destructive road. Yeah, but God say I know everything, you know. So make the sun come down and the earth get hot. Yeah, just make the earth continue to get hot because we know so them are gonna flop. There's no escape in this judgment for them. Yeah, no escape in this judgment. Yeah, so make them go on. Yeah, make them go on and make the thing just run its course. Yeah, let's make the thing run its course. Yeah, so we're gonna go on now because my sister Jammer's not in our studio yet. Yeah, but me I'm gonna fling under the hotline because we have certain things still. Me have the words of wisdom, which me not even the words of good. Yeah, which me not really deal with as yet. So me start by dealing with that aspect of the business because I've been in the studio now 45 minutes and I'm mindful of the fact that I've not touched on the good words because you know sometimes it's like when you depend upon your own talking and thinking, you know, if you're not careful it kind of get you in a situation and you know and all kind of things. Yeah, so but we turn to page 18 in the Words of Good, Volume 2, Enlightenment, courtesy of my good brother Ras Ayan Kunta for I. Yeah, and what the good words say, page 18 to 5x. Recognizing one's problem and striving hard to challenge them is a mark of an attempt at self-efficiency. So in order for us to be sufficient and efficient in this time, one needs to recognize one's problem and to strive hard to challenge them to challenge them. And to challenge them is a mark of an attempt at self-efficiency. Now, what I always will take away from that is no one man is an island. The problem may well be one, but one might not be able to solve it individually. Yeah, so once we again recognize that and to make the attempt, yeah, from the means to which we know, which is to be collective, then there is a better chance for us to do so because oftentimes when you look at nature, the front line usually or oftentimes are sacrificed, but those will learn from that sacrifice. And if we stand on each other's shoulder, eventually is we will rise above the problem. So these are the lessons that we must learn. We're no more different from most of what God's creations are upon this earth. Yeah? Each one teach ones and each one's sacrifice in order that another one don't have to face the same challenge. That again is the importance of family. Yeah, we make sacrifice. We have to be prepared to lay down our lives for our family first, secondly community. Yeah, and on a national level we have to deal with it on a community basis because the ways forward is as a collective. Now I'm obviously holding back to a certain extent because I am expecting for Jammers to be in the studio, but I'm looking at the time and it's almost an hour already. Yeah, and being honest with you and being truthful, I say to you, my family, I am always suspicious of each one's individual, including myself, as a motive. Yeah, I try to move forward, always in spirit and in truth. Yeah, and I'm not to make no judgment because I know so the ancestors are on the case. Okay? Now, the studio number, because as we're leading up to our Good Brothers event, which is next week. I've had some confirmation insofar as who's going to be there. We are going to be putting an itinerary together. So the one thing that you can do is you can probably declare an interest insofar as wanting to contribute to the event. Now the event on Sunday is all about unity. Yeah, the focus isn't about, oh, I know my good brother, I've known him for X amount of years. Yeah, we are more concerned to know as to how we move ourselves forward as a community in the spirit of our good brother Douglas Williams to attain unity. And let me pay my respect to mom, sisters, brothers, and brother Doug's family. Yeah, apologize to a certain extent, which is not my place to do, but nonetheless we had cancelled, and I need for you, the listeners out there, to understand the event which was due to take place on the 23rd at the Parkview Academy, that has been cancelled. Yeah, I don't know the full reasons behind. I've been told it's been rescheduled, but the person to address that is Jammers, and is not in the studios to so do. But nonetheless, our event, which has been ongoing for the past 2 years, it's been the third year, is on point for Sunday. Yeah, so I can only apologize because I have to share the responsibility for it not taking place. And for that reason, I take it it's one of the reasons that was given by one of the five-star general as to why he won't be speaking. Yeah, and I do respect and understand. Yeah, so my salute to you, my brother, for making me understand on that point. So each one teaches one. Yeah. And the intention, obviously, in having an auditorium is that you can basically cover your back. Yeah, because we're in a situation whereby the system is not really in favor of us. So we need to know who's got our backs at all times. Yeah, particularly in this time when we see the antics that they utilize. Yeah, when they can't have their way. Yeah, because they tried it. The COVID thing never works. So the next thing to initiate fear is war, which they've done. Yeah, and with that they also reveal themselves, because the very people that they want us to take in our house, they're not vetting them, testing them. Yeah, the same way they would say that you must social distance. Them not bother with that now. All of these places that you'd see that they were setting up for tests, suddenly all of them disappear. But they're still talking about this another wave that's supposed to come. Yeah? So I'm sorry if it is that you're one who had bought into FidemCon, that you compromise your body by taking the injection. Yeah? But we did kind of warn you know. Yeah, we did warn you know. Some of us, like myself, we went on protests. Some on the look upon we like we are the mad people. Yeah, we are unreasonable, unsociable. Yeah, now you've compromised your body. Yeah, now you are the one who we need to push it, because what? I wanna have it. Yeah, them telling you that I have to put a little bit in it in order to counteract it. Yeah, but the counteraction was always a racket. Yeah, it was always a racket that them buy into. And even today I'm driving, it's like the most, how do you say, I drive past the church and I see people still come out of church in their mask, you know. Yeah, and you know when I see that, you know, I say, no, look upon that now. They are the ungodly ones. Yeah, because where is their faith? Yeah, if they had faith in a person that them just a pray to, yeah, we make them have on this mask. Yeah, so in a sense, by just them wearing the mask is like them I say there is no God, because who them a believe? Them believe in a man or for them God. Yeah, so it's a total contradiction. But them not see it that way there. Because now them feel like them a hypocrite. Yeah? But it's just the way the cookie crumbles, my family. It's just the way it is. So common sense gone out of the window. Yeah? And we're trusting of these people to lead with. Yeah? But whilst me I say this, please, nobody make no food burn up, Tune and listen to me. Yeah? No make no food burn up. I don't want to spoil the flavor of the day. Yeah? And then go blame me when I wanna cause it. Yeah? The other thing which I'd like to expand upon is the t-shirts to which I've actually brought in a couple examples which are in frame. Yeah, they are in frame because one of the things which I'd shared with you was I was out doing my field research, myself and my sister Jacqueline, was that some of the business enterprises that we had entered, they say that it would disturb their business if it is that they are having to explain. So what they thought would have been useful is if we were able to incorporate the shirt into a frame that can then be hung upon the wall with some form of a note. Now, I have done that over the course of the last 2 months, and I've got those, and I think they appreciate a premium because it's also something that you could no doubt walk with and hold up in protest, or alternatively just to have on your back. Yeah, just to wear in unison with everybody. On the back, obviously, as you do know, it says enough is enough. And I've gone so far as to secure the intellectual properties on that to be used politically as well as on t-shirts and other merchandise. And on the front it says to R.A.S.S.S. I'm having to say it that way because I'm mindful of the threshold. I do believe if we do continue after 6 o'clock, then I will vocalize it as to what it is, because I think it's appropriate and pertinent for us in this time, particularly within the culture as a Jamaican. Yeah, and whilst I'm mentioning Jamaica, I must give my respect and my salute to my Jamaican family over there in my community of Mount Sinai as well as Landui in St. Thomas, which I do believe historically was called St. David's at the time, around about the time of the Maroons. That's to say, the first 30 slaves on the whole island of Jamaica. They were in the parish that I belong. Yeah, so that bloodline is within me, and I have a better understanding now as to the reason why I am the way I am. In other words, I can't help it. Yeah, so to my brother Bacha, I salute you, my brethren. Yeah, to Cancer, cousin Steve. Yeah, down there we have where were they? We have Ryo. Yeah, there's so many that I'm kind of missing. The fruits, the river. It look like the river gone. Me I beg you don't make the river run dry. Yeah, because it is a consequence of our material grade. Yeah, and I have to pay respect to down on one side, the elder down there now, like Kipling, Rennie. Yeah, them man there. Dragon round about the playing fields. Yeah, I remember spending some time with Dragon actually. I was all about 10 years now dealing with this same t-shirt, because a long time I'm up on this t-shirt. Yeah, but it's a movement. Yeah, it's a movement of Jap people from down in St. Thomas. Yeah, and Mount Sinai and Landwy particularly. Yeah, from around the Guango tree. Yeah, so my sister Annette, Janet, who I kind of get to reason with, but we need to reason more still, yeah, because there's so much work that we need to do within the community. And again, I was sharing with you last week that I'd actually been talking to Mr. Paul Burke, MP, and I've come to realize the powers that this brother holds within the island. Yeah, I'm now saying that the powers that lies here within my community, our MP, you look as though I'm gonna lose that. In part, obviously, because she now listen to me. Yeah, because she must see me as a commoner. Yeah, but I'm at the grassroots. Yeah, me not look for no favors. I'm just doing what I have to do in order to address the issues amongst our young people particularly. Yeah, given that we had lost hashtag 107, who is Julia Gomez, and there were many before. Yeah, I remember Danny Bantin. There's just so many. Yeah, it pains me to know that we just keep allowing this thing to just go on. Yeah, so the T-shirt came out as a result of Julia Gomez back in 2020. We printed in order to raise money, which I know is essential, rather than to take the system for them money. Because when you take for them money, it have stipulation and your hands are tied. Yeah, we need to be able to regenerate ourselves. Yeah, so one of the things obviously I've committed myself towards is with the Garvey village, because I appreciate the importance of the work that can do within, and I've gone so far as to make mention of this, yeah, to our MP down there in Jamaica. Yeah, further to that, you've seen in this studio we've had Muta Baruka, yeah, and he's teased it out of me, so he's now aware that it is a movement, yeah, but we need to come together as a collective, yeah, and more so important as well, our good brother through his ascension has shown us that we need the capacity of the collection of drums in order to chant down Babylon. Yeah, but with that is that there's untowards effort now without any concept or vision as to, yeah, how this thing is gonna work. Yeah, so my family, you who are out there listening to what has been or what is being said, yeah, we need for you to realize, yeah, what is actually going on, yeah, and how we might be able to combat it, yeah. So manners, love, yeah, the love that is necessarily right now, yeah, because we are at war.
It's a worldwide thing, whoa. It's a worldwide happening, whoa. Inna this a rumble jumble life, poor people pay the sacrifice. Inna this a rumble jumble life, whoa. When I eat some food and it can't taste nice, it's a rumble jumble life. Poor people pay the sacrifice. Inna this a rumble jumble life, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's time for redemption. From a distance, some say it's too much sacrifice. From a distance, some say we must pay the price. No man is an island, no man stands alone. We all need each other, whether black or white, so we must unite. It's a rumble jumble life, poor people pay the sacrifice. Inna this a rumble jumble life, oh, when I eat some food and it can't taste nice. It's a rumble jumble life, poor people pay the sacrifice. Inna this a rumble jumble life, oh, oh, oh. Money rough, yes it tough, yes it journey. Money rough, yes it tough, yes it journey. It's a rumble jumble life, poor people pay the sacrifice. Inna this a rumble jumble life, whoa, whoa, whoa. What what is gonna happen to this generation? This generation. What is gonna happen to this newborn generation? Oh, this third and fourth generation that is coming down. This third and fourth generation, hear me now. In this a rumble jumble life, poor people pay the sacrifice. In this a rumble jumble life, man I cook some food and it can't taste nice. It's a rumble jumble life. Whoa, 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 Lord. In this a rumble jumble life. Whoa, hey. Some say them bad, but we know them bad mind. No one see them brother move with a dime. Some say them rough, but me know them bad mind. Them no one see them brother.
Yes, my family, bad mind a kill we. Trust me. Yeah, it's a kill we. So much so that the food can't taste nice. Yeah, because why is that? We not live to learn. Yeah, we keep on make the same mistake, a tramless crabbing and barrel mentality. It's a kill way. Yeah, everybody want to be on top. Nobody no want push nobody up. You understand? For see what going over. Everybody just want to go over. When them go over this, they find say something them can't manage. Yeah, make we go push one another up so we can see what going and then make a plan before we even got to the surface. For go over there. You understand? Some of we who dep on the front line don't know the thing already. We know the thing set. Yeah? We know the thing set. You understand? So we know so when we raise for our head above the parapet, we can't just hold it up there and leave it. Yeah? We can only do that for a little while and come back down, give a report and say, well, so and so and so. So when you go up there, you know what you expect. You see me? But people are going like so them know what they have an experience. Yeah, and that's a trouble we right now. You understand? So it's a real rumble jumble. Yeah, man, the whole thing just I get me kind of vexed right now because I can't understand what it is. Yeah, what it is that we need to put or expose ourselves to that. We're not confident to trust another man to tell us how it did go. Yeah? It's really and truly trouble.
We're living in a small world. As wicked as you think you are, we're living in a small world. As bad as you think you are, we're living in a small world. As tough as you think you are, we're living in a...
Yeah, it's a very small world. Yeah? A very small world, but we have to learn, family. Yeah, we can't just keep doing the same thing over and over. Yeah?
So don't be envious. Don't live a life of mistrust. Hold the faith and don't give up.
Can't give up. Yes, I've been on the phone again, the blower to Jammers. Yeah, he's stuck at Tottenham Hill chasing a jingle. You understand? But me I try make the brother know say a jingle is not too important at this stage. You understand? Because we're up on the last few furlong. Yeah. The whole thing, our good brothers made the preparation already. Yeah. Who is in the know is in the know. Yeah, and our word, yeah, amongst one another is more important. You understand? Because Maroon style is, we don't even really want to go up on the platform, so that's the enemy don't know where we are do before we go do it, so them set trap for it. Yeah, these platforms is not a platform where certain things can be said. Yeah, these things are just to structure. You understand? So that we can organize ourselves in a more meaningful way. Yeah, so we need to move away from certain things in this time, because we were more closer and tighter when we never have all of these conveniences. Yeah, so conveniences is dividing way. Yeah, it's dividing us in a terrible way too. Yeah, we're now forward. It look like we are go backwards.
Rastafari, ever faithful, ever sure. Selassie I the first. The heart is the love and the fullness thereof, and they that dwell within. So humble yourselves, my people, and you will see the King. So don't be envious, don't live a life of mistrust. Hold the faith and don't give up, no matter how the times get tough. Oh, glorious things I've spoken of thee, oh city of the Almighty. Oh, glorious thing I've spoken of thee, oh city of the Almighty. Be wise, my people, and rise, my people. Open your eyes, my people, and know that He is Lord. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the ways of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of discomfort, but in His law He meditates day and night. Whatsoever He doeth shall prosper. The heart is a love and the fullness thereof, and they that dwell therein. So humble yourselves, my people, and you will see the King. You will see the King, oh. You will see you will see the King. Only a clean hands, oh. Only a clean hands, oh. Only a clean hands and a pure in all.
Yes, my family. It seems that it's a hard thing to keep a clean hand nowadays. Yeah, man to man is just so unjust. You don't know who to trust. Yeah, everybody just want to walk over them one another. Yeah, because they must seek fame and fortune. Ignoring the fact that the earth is the land, the fullness thereof. You understand? Africa have everything. Yeah, in abundance. Yeah, but those who gravitate and crave it and don't have it are used for them can't say skill, but them trick, their illusion. Yeah, to keep it away. Well, not even keep it because it's under our feet, but to take it away from us. Yeah, when I out on the road and I see all these electrical skate, car, everything that derives the benefit of cobalt, and we have that in abundance. Yeah, make we not fix the road. Yeah, so we can use the what you say, the physical or the scientific properties to regenerate and store electric, or use the wind, all those clean energies. Yeah, to develop ourselves. Yeah, so we have good roads, yeah, and we have all the amenities that is necessary to make a community function without destroying the environment. Yeah, or is it that we can do those things rather than just continue to gravitate towards them guiding principles? Yeah, I'm baffled. Yeah, I'm really and truly baffled, and I see myself as a simple person, yeah, or not too indoctrinated, yeah, and blinkered. Yeah, I'd say I have more common sense than intellect, yeah, and long may it be so, yeah. My children, they are the intellect who is to teach me, even though even yesterday they might tell me, say, I don't listen. And it just it reminded me of my relationship with my father. Yeah, I remember asking my dad, "What you send me school for? Wasn't it not to learn so I can come back and tell you?" Yeah, and it's like that has kind of repeated itself. I learned that. I take that away from my son's wedding yesterday. Yeah, in that he might tell me the same thing that me did tell my dad, and I say him don't listen, and he might tell me say I am the one that don't listen. Yeah, and in part maybe it's true I'm old. I'm saying well, it's really and truly it's me who have the wise head, because I may have the experience, But them say knowledge is power, and is how we kind of combine the two, yeah, so that we have the understanding in order to move ourselves forward, you know. So right now, my family, the most important thing really and truly is our unity. Yeah. Most important thing, right? No matter how we try to dance around the whole thing, that
talking to America, whoa, whoa, talking to Africa, whoa, whoa, talking to Asia, Jamaica, and the people all over, whoa, whoa. You've got to learn to love your brothers and sisters. You've got to learn to live together, whoa, whoa.
It's the only way.
U-N-I-T-Y, that is unity. U-N-I-T-Y. U-N-I-T-Y, that is unity. U-N-I-T-Y. I'm talking to the Hanadown child. Feeling so too much blood and boil. Talking to the Denham Town child. Lord, I'm just so dirty up the soil. I'm talking to the Roseland child. Feeling so too much blood and boil. I'm talking to the matches and garden. See if you want back to U-N-I-T-Y, that is unity. U-N-I-T-Y. U-N-I-T-Y, that is unity. U-N-I-T-Y. You've got to love your brothers as you love yourself. And you've got to be your sister's keeper. So I'm talking to PJ, talking to Ciara, talking to the NDM. Yeah, we no want a big gun now, we no want a bushmaster. Come in the area, no.
Yeah, we have to talk to them out there in Jamaica, because this prime minister we have down there, so he's lost the plot. And the good thing is right now, the people them are come to realize it, because you see, through you're saying in our West now, everybody abandon the mask and the injection. Yeah, so them now have nothing to fall back on. Yeah, right now them now have nothing to fall back on. Yeah, so them now have no reason to contain, even though my sis 1 and 2 are still wear the mask. But me I go say to you see in the heat, the mask thing can't work. Yeah, it can't work. Yeah, a whole heap of people over here right now, you see it, even though you see them pan road. The only purpose the mask serve is when it come to dust. Yeah, you can't get yourself away from that, because the world out here, so especially in our West, is well polluted. Yeah, pollution is only where you go a town or Jamaica or in the developed area. Yeah, we are faced with them sort of problem. Yeah, when we go down in my community, our pollution is the noise. Yeah, that come from the quarry and them sort of work there. Yeah, or other than that, my family, we have to go farm. Yeah, and it's our responsibility, particularly we who are in the diaspora, the foreign in Europe, to open up the market place so we can receive foreign goods or produce, and that we can sell it. and then in turn we send down the things which is good for the development of our countries without the pollution element. Yeah, so that's what I've come to realize, and that is what is necessary, and the way of us moving forward for the next generation, and right now as well, because we are come out of rehab back into life. Yeah, we need to build some development which is eco-friendly. Yeah, so the people who is overly stressed out, even like myself, right now, stressed out. Yeah, I just to take a pH test. I went to do a test before I come in at the studio, and I need a further appointment to deal with them things, because Babylon system is not easy. Yeah, it's like you bang your head against a brick wall at times. Yeah, but to how things set right now, yeah, one hand can't clap. Yeah, and to get this unity is like we need we need a change of government. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, or we certainly need a change of mindset. So anybody who go in a government, them need to have a certain mindset. Them have to be people conscious. Them need to know who put them there and for what purpose they are there to serve. Because what? Yeah, we are fortunate. Yeah, particularly as a little island. I know probably one of the islands in the Caribbean, but more so for what Jamaica stand for, equal rights and justice. Yeah, we have to get back that moral high ground. Yeah, so we can teach the world. Yeah, so that Philly flag not just fly because of our female athletes right now, because we don't even know what to the man them. Yeah, I think the man them up on one spree, you know. Yeah, it's that since Bolt come off I seen and start enjoying life and have children and all them sort of thing, it's like the man them just me don't know if I too much champagne the man them a drink. Yeah, but it's like only the woman them a hold the thing. You understand? But you see me kinda concede the fact that yeah, the woman them to a certain extent is better at organizing. Me don't know if it's true is manipulation or what. Yeah. Me still I try to figure it out. Yeah, because me I try to work with some of them still, you know, but me I tell you it's most difficult. Yeah, it is really difficult to move because it's like them not really see the bigger picture. It's coming like some form of competition, and me not run competition. Jano. Yeah, because the sacrifice is too great when it comes to family. Yeah, but as I'm saying still, yeah, see Jamaica is a place of paradise. Yeah, and we need to change, or we need a government. We need a fundamental change down there. Yeah, insofar as the government, because the government is corrupt. Sorry if you have to say that, but it's just the truth. And my salute goes out to Mr. Wayne Lonesome. My brother, may I follow the thing close. Yeah, so when what I said to you, I know sir, at the earlier part of was it last year before I come to Jamaica, I see you did kind of bring in the Universal Independent Congress. There's a third party upon the island. Yeah, we need to go on with them because yeah, we need to find out as to what transpired with them. Yeah, so that we can make sure we have a kind of a change of regime in order to address the thing. Yeah. No, yeah, whilst me upon this cultural thing, yeah, I've got there's an interest in regards to the African Caribbean cultural craft and well-being market, which is also yeah, me have this as I said CM. Oh no, this is on the 23rd, Saturday the 23rd of July at between the hours of 10 a.m. and 9 p.m. Yeah. Now, officially this would have been a conflict on what we would have been doing for next week, but it so happened that because our event is cancelled, I think I would like to. I would say that I'm open to have a conversation as to what this market enterprise is about, and to see as to how it can benefit us as a community. Yeah. So, my sister, if you're out there listening, or if you would, if I can send you a number, you may well want to phone in on 079 444 31366. Yeah, and we can deal with this subject matter. And this event is taking place next week, Saturday, the 23rd of July, 2022. It's at the Patchworks Arts Centre, which is at 258 Church Road, Leighton, E10 7JQ. Yeah, and already I can see something I probably would be interested in, because I've got these T-shirts. Though, obviously, I know it's always going to be a busy time, because I'm going to have to be making preparation for the Saturday. Yeah. So, is there a name?
Just call us. You got pajamas are supposed to call her, but pajamas is not here, so that's why we're in that situation. So okay.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So, management also has picked up an interest on this. So.
Stepping up, yeah. Babylon, setting up, yeah. Get on you, stepping up, yeah. Babylon, setting up, hey. Yo, get on you, stepping up, yeah. Babylon, setting up, yeah. Get on you, stepping up, Babylon, setting up, hey. Yo, the people them we know themselves, and if them want fruit, them have to sow themselves. Hey, tell the people them we know themselves, and if them want food, them have to sow themselves. Again, tell the youth themselves we know themselves, and if them want reach, them have to teach themselves. Aye, get on you.
Never forget how the sky. Hey, wow. So when my gun the fire, you're turning on the derby. Hey, say you never. Hey, the rose of his imperial majesty. Emperor Selassie, I the Almighty, and I never cease. I never stop from burn these fire caves. Not what they say, I'll never stop.
Yes, sorry about that, my family. We just a try. Link up with this sister here.
Yo, see that chop. They will never share. That's why I have to burn them. Burn them, oh yeah. And they will never care. That's why I have to burn them. Burn them, oh yeah. And they will never hate. That's why I have to burn them. Burn them, oh yeah. And I will never swear, but I will still burn them. Alright, me tell them, say, yo, Babylon, not to go about them, care about with lifestyle. And until we said them have plans to we child. But say everything pretty, and them alone a smile. So them a fight over, you really young and aisle. I want the people blood to run like a aisle. Now make them press your heavens and send you for miles. This fella say I'm not gonna love them style. And we alone a work, and we alone a tile. And them alone sit up and a spend a lot of kyle. But make sure you don't have no plan for my Nile. And make sure you don't want to destroy the soil. If you put in at the lake of fire and tell yourself to boil, wow. They will never change. That's why I like to burn them. Burn them, oh yeah. They will never care. That's why I love to burn them. Burn them, oh yeah. And they will never hate. And I have burned them. Burn them, oh yeah. And they will never care. But me still a burn them, wow. Alright then, yo. Me have to burn them up. We have to burn them up. We have to burn them up.
We have to burn them up. We have to burn them up. We have to burn them up. And send the whole of them to go live up. Alright. Them a prepare the youth them table and them alone a eat the food. Then the youth them not in no trouble, still them send them go rude. If you love life so much, then now the gun include. Never want them to die where you send them go intrude. Violate them with the cable, want to turn them in a dude. Turn them woman and a prostitute, you want them walk round nude. Them this man the way that judgment may include. Rastafari and the wicked man can't walk in our shoes. I make them know this. Boom. No, they never care. That's why I have to burn them. Burn them, oh yeah. And they will never share. That's why I love to burn them. Burn them, oh yeah. I know they never care. That's why I have to burn them. Burn them, oh. And they will never hear. That's why I have to burn them, oh yeah. Alright then. But I will never cease and I will never stop from blazing this fire red or hot. Yo, Babylon, ma burn you right round the clock. Make sure it's upon the Rasta man door, no bother knock. No tell me about no hip and no tell me about no up. No I hear about no flip, no want hear about no cop, no want know about the soldier, no want know about you. I want to the boy, I'm gonna listen to them, I hear that. Blaze it hot. Alright then, yo. They will never hear. That's why I have to burn it. Burn them, oh yeah. And they will never share. I will have to burn them. Burn them, oh. And they will never care. That's why I have to burn them. Burn them, oh. And they will never share. I will have to burn them. Alright then, chop. We have to burn them up. 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 Then the one that send them go live up.
Yes, sorry for that rude interruption, my family. Yeah, I've just been on the phone and speaking to a sister over there. I think she was in Leytonstone. In regards to Tradition, which is, I understand, a brand, a clothesline brand. So I was speaking to the sister Candice, and I'm hoping she will phone at some stage later on. Yeah, but yeah, I'm a bit thrown because Jammers is still not in the studio, and you know, oftentimes you make plans, you like for things to just run as smoothly as possible, and particularly when we've got this such an important event coming up on the weekend, you know, that we're still trying to do things at lastminute.com, you know, and it's 3 weeks running. Yeah, and you know, I don't know what to say, but obviously I can only apologize to a certain extent, and I shouldn't be doing so for anybody other than for my own doing things which I am responsible for. Yeah, so again, it is part of a healing, I suppose, in that we have to try and understand as to how we move forward, forgiving our own actions or inactions. Yeah, but it's important at this particular time when we know the war is on our hand, on our doorsteps, you know, that if we can't come together collectively and let each other know what it is exactly that is happening, you know, it's a bad reflection, not just on myself, but on us whole as a community. Yeah. So yeah, my sister, she's got this event planned. She's taking place on the 23rd, which is next week, Saturday, over there in Leyton. Ordinarily, when I saw it, it's like it jumped out at me. And so, what am I doing? But at the same time, I just remembered that our event for the 23rd has been cancelled. Yeah, so I don't know if that is the reason as to its cancellation, but that's what I'm saying, the communications and yeah. Yeah, you see, everything is revealed in the end to a certain extent. Yeah, so yeah, we are where we are. Yeah, so when it comes to next week, we've had confirmation that libation, as an example, is going to be done by our brother leader, Bandaka We've got Tamara Gabriel from Rehab Back to Life. We'll have Vasco Stevenson, and there's others obviously that are to be confirmed. We will be putting an itinerary together, and we have to balance it out. So we've got the likes of Auntie Jean. I do know Griot Chineri is going to be away, but what we have to make sure is that there is a balance insofar as male and female energy, yeah, for the day. And one of the things to which I had learnt over the past week is that the 24th, in fact, is the birthday of our fellow presenter who used to be in the studio, Lady Leo. That's Jan Williams. Edwards, sorry. And I was, as I'd shared with yourself, up at the cemetery, visiting my brother's grave, as well as my cousin and a few others, because sometimes it's like being in the cemetery is such a calming place. Sorry, that sometimes people, you can gather your thoughts and just to reflect as to what it is the challenge, because you see, when you're in such a place, first thing you have to give thanks for life, yeah, because the difference is that you're on top and they're below, yeah. And without a doubt, oftentimes when you hear the comment made and on whose shoulders you do stand, yeah, it is a fact that whenever time we go to the cemetery and we visit the graves of our loved ones, on reflection, it is on their shoulders that you are standing, because for the love of our humanity, we only go to graveside really to visit people that we care, or they mean something to us, or they had meant something to us in our life. Yeah, and now that they have gone on to join the ancestors, that they are not with us physically, but spiritually they are always with us. And that's why we go and we visit, just to let them know, well, not even to let them know, but to let ourselves know that there is that connection. And when we grasp that understanding of life and death to a certain extent, because oftentimes, I say it and others say it, there is no death, yeah. And because there is no death, we need to understand that, yeah, our time is precious upon this earth, yeah, and what we do in our community, yeah. So I'm now conscious of the time that certainly you should have had your dinner, certainly be around the table eating your meal, yeah. So for those of us who are up on this earth, we have to take the task ahead to be serious, yeah, serious, so it is a case that even as the fear has been set into us that this week is going to be beyond the Richter scale, insofar as the heat as we've known it previously in London, yeah. But what I do know, it is going to be something, because there are so many glass buildings, yeah, within London. They're going up everywhere, yeah. And glasses, we've seen it in Common Sense with science, yeah. When you go putting up these things, I don't know how much they've taken it into consideration, yeah, but there is a consequence, yeah. So these are the things that you should kind of keep an eye on over the course of this week, on these glass buildings, as to how they're going to impact themselves within the city, yeah. Yeah. So you're gonna reap what you sow, yeah. Most definitely you're gonna be reaping what you sow, yeah. Now, let me touch on the fact that I haven't seen Mum, and when I say Mum, I'm saying Miss Simpson, Joy Gardner's mum. I haven't seen her in a little while. So, Mum, if you're listening, yeah, I'm due to come give you a shout, a call, and obviously I'm down this side next week. I might even do that after the show, actually. Given I can make some time, I was looking that I would be pushing on a little bit after hours for the simple reason that we've got this event coming up next week, and I really want to have jammers in the studio to find out what is happening that we are not able to give account moving forward. And the spin doctor also, yeah, I've not had this conversation, but certain things seem to be manifesting themselves round and about. Yeah, and you know, I don't know, I'm laughing within myself, you know, but it's a real serious thing, you know. Yeah, it's a real thing, but you know, the ancestors, them dep on the case. You know what I'm saying? They're on this case, and we have to just watch and see what go on. Yeah, but what I'm conscious of, and I share it with my colleagues, that we're at a point that, yeah, the structure needs to be better laid. Yeah, and I've asked, and I think it is far better that the family really involve themselves, because it is a case when it comes to your own personal family, there's going to be times when there are demands upon you and you can't be at all places at the same time. But at the same time, there's certain things once they're put in place. As an example, this being the 3rd year of this event, we have to say this thing is now part of the annual calendar of events. Yeah, and I might be called upon to make certain moves, likewise my colleagues. So we need to have certain structures in place in order for, even in our absence, there's a continuation. The same way our intention is to carry on our good brothers' works in achieving this unity that we identified that is necessary for us, not just in this time, but it has always been the case. Our strength was always in unity. Yeah, so we're asking for that to be. And it's in all aspect. Drum unity, our community, and even politically. Yeah, because without it, yeah, we are and do remain vulnerable, because people are dividing us in order to rule over us. And then we ourselves are gravitating towards what we might describe as this crab in a barrel mentality, which is denying us us realizing our full potential. Yeah, so it's really concerning for myself, one who has been in local politics and know the consequence of division. Yeah, and more so the consequence as to how people benefit from exploiting our resources, whether it's be food that is a medicine to us, or the natural resource which goes towards the energy which is necessary in order to get us round and about, whether we're going to be going by airship or be in one accord with the way we get about doing things. Yeah, so I'm here with you, and I was hoping that this lady would have been phoning me back by now, so I've lost my food for thoughts, and I'm not getting that response. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna be saying then, therefore, that up until jammers get into this studio, I'll give some emphasis. And I know we didn't really do anything this year insofar as Julio Gomez was concerned. I know the family had traveled. I mean, they do live in Wellingborough, and the 15th being his Earth Strong, nothing had really been planned because again, I don't believe that any structure was formed. I know there is a group, but with everything, you try to give the direction, but if that's not adhered to and taken up on in order to build, you can only do so much. Yeah, so as much as I've kept the whole thing moving, I'm not seeing that momentum even from last week. Yeah, we scheduled, yeah, a studio link up, yeah, and the latter part, yeah, because I'm having to, well, I'm back on the plantation, as you see. And being on the plantation, I have to give some priorities, so I can't be running down everybody. Yeah, so my time is somewhat limited, and I have to prioritize where I put my energy, you know, because I've got responsibility at home, or responsibility foreign, and I haven't got the, what do you say, the financial means in order for me not to be working, as is the case. Yeah, so I've had to put myself back on the plantation in order to regenerate amongst myself as well as family. Yeah, and being honest with you, as I said yesterday, was my son's wedding. Yeah, and when you know you're restricted in your contribution, yeah, the whole thing comes to roost. Yeah, as to what is the real priority. So when we ask for cooperation amongst ourselves, because it's not about the individual that would be like me, yeah, but the collective as to how we move the whole things forward. Yeah. The other thing which I've not been able to catch up on this week on the Sangoma, I have not been drumming, so I don't even know what had transpired. I don't know the input, and I don't know again from Friday. I haven't heard anything back other than what I was reading on the WhatsApp. I took a little bit from the WhatsApp. I'm taking it the event was a good event. I don't know, I can't swear, and I don't even want to speculate. Yeah, when I see the video, I can make some assessment, particularly if I see the fire. I can probably make some form of a judgment from that also. Yeah, but as it is here now, I don't know. Yeah, so I'm going to make one more call to find out what is happening, because I've got what might be amounting to 10 minutes, so I need to know where my brother is, if he is going to be in the studio. Otherwise I'll have to change the format in order to run the thing down. Yeah, I'm looking at both of the tapes, and I'm seeing that it's on, both of them is on track 13, so let me choose one and see what's transpiring on it.
Oh, you want reach the end and you not begin. So you know that life merciful and forgiving. Be careful of
How are you getting on the ball? The youth them all a say that them want hear the king. Long time no hear all the voice you sing. When them see the king, all a sing for rhythm. Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
King Kong.
Na 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 na. Na 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 na. They don't know what time it is.
They don't know.
They don't know what time it is.
They must be blind.
They don't know what time it is. They don't know what time it is. I like them as I tell you, say, I see how they live. Back up your ears and don't want to listen. Now you all get it from me about something. How are you getting on the morning? The youth them all I said that them want hear the king. Long time no hear all the voice you sing. When them see the king, all I sing for rhythm. The whole of them I get up and sing. You know hear? They don't know what time it is. They don't know what time it is. They don't know what time it is.
What a sad situation when we don't know what time it is. Eh? Imagine that.
Ghanaian Gideon starting, and Shashaman is calling, and you gotta get yourself prepared, whoa. Or you gonna stay in a Babylon and fight them Gideon, or you gonna stay in a Babylon and face them destructive plan. Now it's the end of time. Ethiopia's online. When God around, you know man shock and shock. So they don't know what time it is. 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 I tell them, say, Selassie are the king. Pack up them ears and don't want to listen. Now them all are get it from beer and something. And when them get in on the morning, the youth them all are say that them want hear the king. Long time now hear all that voice you sing. When them see the king, all a jump and redeem. The whole of them a get up and sing. They don't know what time it is. They don't know what time it is. They don't know what time it is. They don't know what time it is.
Yes, my family, what a thing indeed. Yeah, we're not aware of the time to which we are living in. Yeah, we're not taking this thing serious, even though, yeah, the weather is giving us a warning. I mean, I'm seeing, like, in my garden, you know, but the fig tree, the fruits are ripening so fast, I don't even know as to how to manage them. Yeah, my neighbor, my neighbor, obviously, the tree is in her garden, but the fruits are ripening on on my side. Yeah, I'll be able to share them with you next week, though. Yeah, if I leave them, the birds are gonna swarm the tree. Yeah, so what I think I'll do is I'll try and pick them and put them in the fridge and gather them up. Yeah, but other than that, from what has been said, there's a possibility that I'll be joining. I'll be over there in Leighton on Saturday, with my T-shirts. That's my Enough is Enough T-shirts. And as I had said earlier, it's Enough is Enough is a movement. And it being a movement, I'm seeing some movement behind me, which is the one Jammers. You know, so I'm on this radio more or less cussing you. Yeah, and I'm saying cussing is like, I'm looking at the time, 5:52. Yeah, so, I mean, you're here, and obviously there's another further drive, because having you here, my own mindset is going to change, my spirit is going to be lifted, because it's better late than never. Yeah, and as I was saying, now that you're here, we're probably going to run over. But it's not even probably. We are going to run over. Yeah, so you, the listeners out there, the Jam Master is in the house. Yeah, so seeing that the Jam Master in the house, then we're going to raise the tempo up to, yeah, to the max. Yeah, so it's going to be double trouble. Yeah, because we've got a job to do. And that job is obviously to share this responsibility with you, yourself, who's been out there listening to the show so far. Yeah, so right now it's a joy to have you in the studio, my brother. And can you do a little mic check?
Yes, and it's great to be here as well.
Okay. Are you enjoying the sun out there? Because I left out there, it was quite hot.
To tell the truth, I haven't been noticing the sun. Trying to get just putting little pieces into place to make sure this event runs as smoothly as possible. You know, so I've been getting some phone calls from people who want stalls, and we've secured also the co-host, Miss I will co-host as alongside Errol Hines as well. So we've got the male and female balance when it
Okay.
comes to the ceremonies.
Okay, well that is indeed important, yeah, because we know we've got the man them on board, but you know don't want to be complacent and be accused, yeah, because as you know, Lady Leo, it's happened to be her birthday, or it's her Earth Strong
On the same day.
on the same day, you know, and as we're now occupying these two seats, you
So
know,
we're
it's
definitely gonna have to include a tribute to Lady Leo in that celebration of the legacy of Brother Dougie, because she, just as Brother Dougie, you know, has a legacy as well. And since the date falls on her birthday, we're gonna have to give her a tribute as well. And I'm sure Dougie will be most happy for that to take place as well.
yeah, and I also don't think it's a coincidence. Seriously, when I do go up the cemetery, and I have to pass Lady Leo, yeah, before I get to Brother Dougie, and then I have to pass Brother Dougie before I get to my cousin. You understand? So I can't escape. You understand? It's not a case that you say you're sneaking and you can sneak out. Yeah, when I'm going, it's like I'm accountable to so many different individual who are now in the ancestral realms. You understand? So the family out there who are listening, you know, we pay respect because your family, your parents, your ancestors, you know, they all made the sacrifice for us to enjoy the choices that we are presently enjoying. Yeah. Now, what I can say is, in regards to next week Sunday, it looks good. Well, I don't see it yet, but it sounds good. Yeah, and I'm saying that because I know my good brother has already done the work for us. We're just trying to represent and opening it up to the listeners and those who are participating, because you know, I know even with our good brother leader Errol Hines, who is going to be hosting, you know, I know it's an effort for him, but it's also a joy. You see what I'm saying? So that's the kind of vibes I feel. And again, had it been that we didn't cancel on the Park View, I know that one of the general 5-star generals within our community would have been happy to participate, but is not so much in favor of these open events.
Right.
Yeah, so I wholeheartedly had embraced the idea of having the two running as on concurrent days, you know. So you were mentioning about a jingle, which I'm to a certain extent I'm saying even at this stage it's not even necessary, because we gave notification so long ago that people had time to adjust their calendar to make sure they kept the date free. And management has also brought to my notice that there's an event on the 23rd over Leighton that I had taken a note of. I'd sent the organizer the studio number, so I know that they will phone in at some point.
Right. Okay.
on it, you know. So yeah, I'm pleased to have you in the studio, because it means now we can open up the phone line. Yeah, we can open up the phone line. So if there are any listeners out there that would want to have a say on our good brother Densei, also anyone out there that would want to have a say on even Julia Gomez, because it was being Earth Strong on Friday of last week, and also even the events, if there's any events which are taking place that you want to bring to the public awareness, then you know we've got your ears, and we open up the ears to the other listeners who are sharing this platform. So I think it affords us an opportunity for us to what was the term that our good brother would say in it so far as your voice?
Find your voice.
Yeah, it's an opportunity for you, the listeners, to find your voice, and we're gonna make it interesting because I personally, I would make it possible for you to win a T-shirt from your contribution, and also we've got a number of books, words of good, from our brother Ras Ayan Kunta Tafar I, who is, as you may well be aware by now, a good confidant and friend of Muta. He was responsible for getting Muta access to the studio. When Muta is here, he's there with him also. Yeah, so we know Muta is due back at some point. But where we are now is that we would like to engage with yourself. Jammers is here to take and to receive your calls, and in so doing it will then determine as to how far beyond the 6 o'clock hour we go, because it is in fact now 6 o'clock, which is the time which I had scheduled to wind up the program. The program as it is presently, there is the structure I had is the same theme as every week, but I was so looking forward to this week also. I was going to just dedicate it to our good brother, because we know the importance of the show, the event that we're putting forward next week. Yeah, so yeah, let's at least have a rapport amongst ourselves. How's your week been, my brother?
Yeah, well, it's been, as yourself, there's a lot of things I had to attend to, in relation to, my personal, getting my personal events sorted out. But it's all really geared towards this event with Dougie now, that, trying to put this on the best as we can, in the time restraints as well. So I'm pleased now in the final week that most of the background parts of it has been put in place. We've got the PA system as well sorted out now. That's all sorted, and the stores are being dealt with as well as we speak. So it's just really for speakers. If you've got a spoken word, or you want to sing, or you want to pay your contributions, just call one of the numbers on the flyers. My number is 07931 417 553. Once again, 07931 417 553. So we can compile the list, so we have an orderly list of speakers on the day. I think this is the last kind of ingredient that we need to get in place. So we're calling everybody who would like to give us a vocal testament or contribution to contact one of the numbers on the flyer. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, well, again, I'd echo that. I know that we have got a few people that would. So for this week, we're going to be putting an itinerary together. So it's not an open mic session, even though there isn't anything really wrong with having an open mic. But 3 years down the line, you'd like to think that we're better structured. I think we had an itinerary last year. Yeah, so we really want to work along those lines, and more importantly, we want to add to the family. Yeah, as I've shared with you, we know that the headstone is now in place by our good brother's grave. So I know also what is outstanding. I think from year one, there was another group that was established, and their task that they set themselves was to get a park bench.
Right.
Yeah, so the family has done what the family wants to do, which they're entitled to do. But we, as a community, I think it was pledged that we would get a park bench.
Right.
Now, I know the family is going to be there. The cake that was going to be had on the Sunday or on the Saturday is going to be there now on the Sunday.
Fantastic.
Okay, so I know Mum walks with her own chair, and we'll make sure that there is seating for her. But as we had promised, and I'm saying we because it includes us all as a collective, so we need also some feedback. So I don't know if there's anything insofar as a park bench or far that has reached.
No,
You can't say anything on it. Okay. Well, that is something that I again would like to find out more on. And if it is a case that it's not being done, then we have to take it as a priority to make sure between this event and next year. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, commitments. This is the way I like to operate. We will commit ourselves to say by next year we're going to set about to raise funds, as an example, in order that we have the park bench available, so at least when the family comes over, we can treat it as a throne. Yeah, for them to sit down, and the other thing, we need to make sure there's adequate shade for next week. Yeah, so we may well have to look at the possibility of a marquee.
Marquee, yeah, that's something. Yeah, if you can get back to me on that,
Yeah,
what the expense would be.
Well, I've got a marquee at home, but it's a transportation because.
Well, I was looking maybe securing a van for next.
Well, okay, well, if you can secure a van, because I've got the drums which I need to bring down in order to.
Sister legit wants some assistance as well with bringing some stuff down, so I can secure a van probably.
Okay, well, if you can get a van, it would help. It will help our situation. And again, we can throw that out there to you, the listeners. If there is somebody who's got a van, who knows our good brother, and knows him in a capacity that you feel somewhat compelled to come out and do for community in order to bring about this unity, because that's the reason why we do it. It's not a paid position, it's just a responsible position that we take pleasure and joy in representing. And truly we believe that there are many of us out there that our brother had impact on, that make us want to bring the family, or to certainly keep the family together, in order to continue with the platform where we can demonstrate our products, our motivation as to how we move forward in order to combine to create this unity that our brother no doubt sought. Yeah, so the studio line is open to you, to my family, and the number is 079-444-31366. Yeah, so if you care to give us a call, find your voice, engage with us, then this is your opportunity onwards and forward.
Yes, so once again, if you'd like to give us a vocal tribute, the lines are now open. And I'll be speaking to you shortly. I've just got our co-host on the line, so I'm going to have to just deal with that in a moment. And I'll be back in a second.
Okay. Right, yeah, we were in the process of, we're about to play the jingle, and we received the call, but it never came through on the studio number, so my brother has had to go out in order to deal with it. Yeah, and he will be back with us shortly.
That was Miss I just confirming that she's going to be, she's willing and able to co-host.
Okay, right, yeah, so if you can, I've not heard this jingle myself and family, so my ears are keen as well as yours.
Is the channel up for the phone line?
This one, I'm not even sure.
You just put them both up and it'll come through the right one.
Yeah, just bear with us a moment.
It's been 2 years since the
It's coming through. But
Yeah.
it sounds
Turn, can I turn up?
It's up full.
Is that full?
Okay.
And it's not coming through.
It's been 2 years since the passing of Douglas Dougie Williams, community activist based in Tottenham, North London, and founder of Your Voice. The 1,000 drum Unity African Ancestral Salute will celebrate his legacy, so bring your djembe drum and come join in the fun. This community gathering will share memories, have tributes and libation in honor of our brother Dougie. There will be face painting for the children, drumming, dancing, singing, spoken word, African arts and crafts and more. Call 075. It's been 2 years since the passing of Douglas Dougie Williams, community activist based in Tottenham, North London, and founder of Find Your Voice. The 1,000 drum Unity African Ancestral Salute will celebrate his legacy, so bring your djembe drum and come join in the fun. This community gathering will share memories, have tributes and libation in honor of our brother Dougie. There will be face painting for the children, drumming, dancing, singing, spoken word, African arts and crafts and more. Call 07530 101 299. That's 07530 101 299.
I just want to be one of God's disciples right now, and people just remember someone has done something great, and has been a good brother.
Celebrating the legacy of Brother Dougie on Sunday, the 24th of July at Chestnuts Park, St Anne's Road, N15 3AQ, from 12 p.m. midday until 8 p.m.
Yes, most definitely. We have to come again with that, Okay. Yeah, that sound nice and righteous, And as a learner, apprentice drummer myself, I'm gonna encourage you to come with a unity beat. Yeah. That was one of the first lessons I had been taught, and I happened to learn courtesy of our brother Omawale Rupert Amro. You understand? So we embarked on the unity beat. Was what I think he said 1, 2, 3, which is tip tip. No, it's tone tone bass. Yeah, tone tone bass. Yeah. So we'd encourage you, the listeners out there, to learn the unity beat, which is tone bass, which is, and bass being in the middle. Yeah, so you must remember to touch bass, same way you're going to be touching bass with us. Yeah, so yeah, my brother, make we play that back again.
Oh no.
And what else? Boy, Dougie, you know easy.
Well, let me play some.
Yeah, play that.
It's been 2 years since the passing of Douglas Dougie Williams, community activist based in Tottenham, North London, and founder of Find Your Voice. The 1,000 drum Unity African Ancestral Salute will celebrate his legacy, so bring your djembe drum and come join in the fun. This community gathering will share memories, have tributes and libation in honor of our brother Dougie. There will be face painting for the children, drumming, dancing, singing, spoken word, African arts and crafts and more. Call 07530 101 299. That's 07530 101 299.
I just want to be one of God's disciples right now, and people just remember someone has done something great, and has been a good brother.
Celebrating the legacy of Brother Dougie on Sunday, the 24th of July at Chestnuts Park, St Anne's Road, N15 3AQ, from 12 p.m. midday until 8 p.m.
Yes, indeed. No, you know, I pick up on that most frightening. Only my number, the man give out on this phone, Yeah, and my phone number, the man them give out. Jammers. On my phone. That mean I'm going to be tormented for the rest of this week.
No, the other phone numbers would be on the because there's a video. Social media video going to be done as well, and the other numbers will be on there as well.
Okay.
So the others, and people would more see that visual rather than this one's more going to be on the radio stations. The other one's going to be on what the people are going to be getting.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry about that. And also, when it comes to like a radio, if you give them 6 numbers, people are not going to remember all this. By the time they reach for the pen, they're not going to be able to remember that.
They're not going to be. Listen. I've been doing this community work a long time. That's why you see me, family and listeners out there. I like shared responsibility. Oftentimes people perceive me as being a lone ranger, yeah. But the consequence especially I've been being in local government. You see, when you're so busy, you don't have no time for your family. You understand? That's why I believed in shared responsibility. Yeah. So my sole purpose in this is to bring together the collective. Yeah, that we can share the burden of responsibility. Yeah, and that is key and fundamental. Otherwise, it is gonna drive me mental because my phone I gotta just start run red hat.
But that's alright. I'll put the funds in, and you can do that. You can be driven mental. That's fundamental.
Okay. Well, that is another story. Yeah, that's another story. But yeah, I like the ad. Yeah, with the exception of the one number. Yeah, I don't endorse the notion of being alone, right?
Yeah, it was because it was taken from the first flow without. There was a little, but anyway, it's fine. Anyway, it's fine. Once this gets on the radio, people's gonna know the event's gonna be there. Done. And then once the social media, the video ad kicks in, then I think the job will be covered. That everybody should know about this.
Okay,
event,
okay,
you know?
okay.
And it's
All
just to
right.
make it next time everything runs smoother as well.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, everything seemed to be coming to fruition. Yeah. I'm not running away from my responsibilities at all. I'm just echoing the fact that I'm not a lone player in this. And for those who have contributed and committed their time, my salute to you, my family. It's very important in this time, our unity with all that is happening within our communities up and down the country. And so it's going to be a full joy. Yeah, I'm going to ask of you also, because I know there are a number of you out there who has T-shirts. The fundamental part of that is that we're saying enough is enough. We do need our unity, and I think in time, yeah, and we don't want it for people to just take it upon themselves and go printing T-shirts to capitalize on our good brother's name. Yeah, because as you heard being mentioned, we want to put a chair or a seat in the park to enable us, as well as the family, or we might say the family as well as us, to be able to sit and have a reflection, yeah, as to what our good brother represented within our community and the sacrifice that he has made, or he had made over the years, yeah, because the one thing which is true is that he touched a number of people, a number of family, and that's not just in Tottenham, that's up and down the country, throughout London. Yeah, I'm blessed, I'm honored to have known him from my teenage, I say, rebel days. Yeah, and it was just so long. Yeah, when I more accustomed to seeing my brother, you know, it's like I'd expect him to do the 100-meter dash. Yeah, and then when I link up back with him, I was seeing him with a limp, and the first thing that come to my mind, I said, I wish one window hit a jump out of. Cause yourself for injury, you know. But it was just a joke. Yeah, and again, on my 60th birthday, you know, he was the main man. And at that point, I said to myself, no, I said to Dougie, boy, I'm not let you get her this time, you know? Yeah, because we had so much to catch up with. Yeah, and yeah, with that still is that we never had enough time because there was so much that we didn't catch up on. Yeah, because I was keen, because yesterday my son got married, my daughter had gotten married, you know. So it's a case to find out, boy, Dougie, so what happened about the picnic then, where them did, all about the place, you know, all them sort of things we want to catch up on. But I think in the latter part I get to find out, and that since his passing, that there's no children, you know, and you know, within myself, I was just so much looking forward to meeting his kids, is because that is a real legacy. Yeah, if his son was here, we wouldn't have to worry as to how to set about. We just support him. The same way, like I'm trying to rope Carol in to take on the responsibility. If it's even to just guide us, you know, particularly as men, because I find, say, like oftentimes it's like there's an ego. Yeah, it's like it's an ego things, and I think, you know, having a family member on board can kind of nip that. Yeah, especially if the intention or the aims and the objectives are quite clear. Yeah. So what I'm asking of the family who are coming to make their contribution on the day is the overriding theme is unity. Yeah, how do we make this a reality? Yeah, what does unity look like? Yeah, what is it supposed to feel like? Yeah, and how do we use it to our advantage insofar as our networking, so that we can keep the dollar to circulate or the pound to circulate within our community, and set those examples so others can then follow. Yeah, these are the challenges. As much as you see, I'm starting to talking and reflecting, reminiscence on the what we would consider the good old days. You know, when we were in our teens, in our prime. Yeah, it's not so much that now. Yeah, we wanting to know how we're gonna forward in this generation, given the work that had been done, because it is the same thing that revolve all the time. We don't really recognize our leaders whilst they're on this earth. Yeah, we tend to wait until they've ascended and joined the ancestral realms. Yeah, because obviously they're tangible whilst they're on this earth. They're open to all kind of scrutiny, because none of us are perfect, and oftentimes we all fall to some form of a temptation, and the enemy, or not even the enemy, but the system that there is, they just know how to tempt us, because they've studied and make it a point of finding out our vulnerability. Yeah, what it is that we gravitate to, and if it is that we doesn't gravitate, then they lure us in. Yeah, to make sure that we're trapped and we're divided amongst ourselves. You know, so my brother, what I'd like to say is, obviously I've been on here for the past 2 hours because I wasn't late today.
Yes. Okay.
I came in early. You know, so I'm hoping that there's something that you would want to bring to the audience, because I'm not here to quiz or to drill. Yeah, I'm going to be asking, how would you like to see things unravel, insofar as the event, on reflection of last year? Because one of the concerns that I always had, and it's something that I remember Lady Leo echoing, and is that we must not lose the drums. Yeah, and I'm saying that because as long as we're on that, what would you say? It's audio mono. As long as we're using that aspect, there's no restraints on us being in the park doing our thing. Yeah, the restriction comes when we use the amplification and yeah. So what do you see or what would you like to see on the day insofar as the outcome?
Well, just a similar vein what's happened the last times, that the people come out and they are happy to participate, you know, in making this occasion, you know, a standpoint in our calendar, and it rises to even greater and greater heights. So we just want the people to come and participate, enjoy. It's all about the people. The platform really is not for us. It's about for you to come down, lay your tributes. Mark this day. He's one of our greatest that's been living amongst us. Most of our other greatest of things that we read about in history, he's actually we've rubbed shoulders with him, and we need as a community to celebrate our, as well as our ancient history, our ancient greats, our recent greats, and our future greats, and our present greats. So this is in that vein that we need to really basically celebrate ourselves and the people who have come amongst us, that has expanded. And as Brother Clive has said, the key element with Brother Dougie was about unity, it was about celebrating our differences. We've come in this paradox that we're supposed to fight against each other because of differences. Dougie was a visionary and saw that differences is something to be celebrated. Without a difference, then there's no communication, there is death. You need a difference to be able to reason, to be able to exchange vibration. And Dougie was one of the visionaries that saw this. And this is what we want. We just want people to come down, participate, and enjoy.
That's right. That's 100%. And it being said, we'd like for it to be done. So it's quite a humbling thing. And within each other and each one of us, our journey, we have certain insights, but one of the issues, or some of the issues that divides us, is our inability to be able to come together and share a platform, and not be competing. It's not a talent competition. It's just being able to come together in respect of somebody who had journeyed, and for us to fulfill his wishes. And again, we're going to be having stalls. We're having we're going to need water, refreshment, those kind of things. So maybe well, let us take this opportunity to ask and make sure that you come with ample water. So that it doesn't become a health and safety issue. We will have to look as to ice as a provision for the day. We know there's toilets on site, because last year when we were there, I think I should probably try and see that the cafe owners this week, because last time they actually went away. They flew out prior, because when I went and engaged with them, they told me they were going to be away. So again, I will do the same thing this year. If we had enough flyers, I would have gone around and give the community around the park notice that we're going to put on the event.
That can still be organised if need be. Just let me know.
Okay, that's what we do. We inform the community that we're gonna be around. As well as that, the reason why I was asking that, for those of you who do have the Enough is Enough t-shirt, is because we need to be seen to be self-policing in the way of stewards. We're not expecting anything untowards, because we're coming out as a family, and it is very much a family event as well. So the expectation, we're going to be seeing children, we're going to be seeing our elders, and we're going to be seeing you also, and we're going to be representing our cultures around the drums. So as I was saying, the unity beat is the common denominator amongst all of us, and the master drummers who are going to be amongst us, they'll be able to add and speak the language which is more akin to those who are more efficient. So if anything that makes us sound is a contribution, but the ultimate one is obviously your own heart and your heartbeat. So I think after this event on Sunday, everything is going to raise itself to another level as well. So from my standpoint, my family, I'm very much looking forward to meet and greet, and the family also is going to be there to meet and greet, and certainly to be able to take photos if needs be. Yeah. So those of you who are out there listening, yeah, the line is open for you to make your contribution. Otherwise, we will be just winding ourselves down. So, my brother, anything else you wanna?
I'd just like to thank Sister Legit as well for the stellar work that she's doing in organising the stores for us, and also like to the family enjoy the event as well. That's what I would like to happen as well, you know. And with the spirit of Brother Dougie, yes, the event for that was supposed to be on the 23rd, Saturday, 23rd of Parkview, once again is not taking place. It's going to be rescheduled, and hopefully that will make the event even bigger and better. So keep tuned in for the rescheduling of the park event, which will be done in the spirit of Brother Dougie. But for now, it's all about seeing you on Sunday. You know, that'd be fantastic to see the family. Sometimes we haven't seen each other for a little while, you know, especially in these chaotic times now, you know, especially with Brother Dougie not being around, we don't really have a social gathering of such on a regular basis. And Brother Dougie was, you know, he was the glue that instilled this spirit. He built the spirit of the community in North London, where we always had a monthly gathering to exchange and views, and that vibration, you know, it needs to be reconnected as well.
Okay, right. So again, given the involvement with the the Chestnut Centre, and again, I've got video footage of events that have been put on there in the past. How closer are we now to start putting on those events, or should we leave it to others to put on those events, or is it something that we should be looking to as a collective?
Well, I think the initial step was actually booking the Parkview, even though it's been rescheduled. But that's the initial step. I do think that we should be doing something we need to do at least one event at Parkview in the spirit of Brother Dougie, because Brother Dougie was the one who, you know, moved away from the nightclubs, you know, and started doing events in schools, you know, in community centres, you know, and bringing people who not normally go out. He would bring people to socialise, because these events are more of a social basis, where we would come and exchange, build businesses, you know, find our voice. Brother Dougie was the initiator, and I do think that we need to at least put one event on. Now we're doing the park events on a regular. It was in the plans actually to do it the following year, you know, so it is a part of the key to the equation of the legacy of Brother Dougie that we need to do, I think, an event at Parkview, you know, in relation to Brother Dougie.
Okay, well again, I'm happy to
and I think they're willing as well to accommodate us as well. They're very willing.
Well, I'm happy to hear that, because as I'd shared with the listeners, as much as I've known Brother Dougie over 40 years, the latter part, I only got in, I think, particularly with we did the thing with the name Lawson Foundation, which was around the gun and knife crimes, effective parenting. That's it. Brother Dougie brought me in because he knows of the work that I was doing with young people, and again the political aspect. So I think 2 occasions I went to the same Chestnut Centre, and I think it is very important that we're able to do that, because even the family, extended family now, who's part of my network, it is again in part through Brother Dougie that I've made those links. Yeah. So I think again, in putting on those events, it would contribute also towards the bench, which can be in the park. Yeah. So yeah, all being said, my family, unless there's anyone out there that would want to phone in, it leaves for me to say that I look forward to see yourselves on Sunday, and I can now happily, having had my brother grace us in the studio and updating, that next week Sunday again, and
that's the Saturday event that was that's taking place.
Yeah, I just like, I forgot, I was hoping that my sister would have phoned by now, That's Candice from Tradition. But it's not the case. But I understand that there is this event which is taking place on Saturday of next week at the Patchwork Arts Centre, which happen to be 258 Church Road, Leighton, E10 7JQ. And it's next to Leabridge Road, Bingo Hall, which again is opposite Mark House Road Junction. It's African Caribbean arts and crafts, fashion, and Caribbean African and vegan food. So there's going to be books, music, natural health care, as well as beauty. And they welcome pop-ups, stall holders from the local community. There's a mention there of day and night market, and there's wheelchair-friendly access, so it's open to everyone. Now, for stalls and pop-up bookings, then you can make your inquiry on this number, which is 07435 885 741. Alternatively, you can go on, I believe it's their website, which is tradition@yahoo.co.uk. Okay, so that's a very interesting event which is taking place between the hours of 10 a.m. and 9 p.m. on Saturday of next week, being the 23rd of July. So I'm sure one of us will be there. I myself will inquire. I think I heard management was saying that they've got a stall, so I may well try to incorporate my t-shirts and some of the gears which I brought back from Jamaica for you. Incidentally, you'll notice I've got a hat on my head. I've read various selection, different styles, different models. There's also horse eye cocoon beads, courtesy of my brother Mel Shelladeck. I haven't seen my brother in a while. Again, the t-shirts. I'm sure we can get some words of good from our good brother that we'll be able to make available. And I must say, this book here, which I use every week, the words of good, which are the words of Selassie. It's really enlightening, and I would recommend it to you all that you do get a copy for your own reference. Yeah. Now, before I close, I would like to give a last reading, which is customary, and the word goes: "O noble and great a deed is, which is the act of sacrificing one's wealthy land and money to one's needy community instead of for selfish purpose." Yeah, I'll read again. "O noble and great a deed is the act of sacrificing one's wealthy land and money to one's needy community instead of for selfish purposes." On reflection, you could say that also is about one sacrificing their times, because times are wealth and time is money, for the benefit of the needy within our community instead of for our own selfish ends, which is again a reflection of what our good brother Dougie represent. He had made so much sacrifice for his community, whereas he could have done it for himself. Yeah, but that was not his style, and we would like to acknowledge that and ask of you that you also bear these things in mind when you join us on Sunday. Yeah, so we're very much looking forward to that happening, and that we will link and see what it is that our stallholders are providing, selling, that will which attract the eye and invite us to bring home within our own household. Yeah. So with that being said, my family, I'm gonna be going back to home to my family, make preparation to being on the farm, on the plantation. Yeah, to being on the plantation. So yeah, let me love you and leave you, as my voice is now getting hoarse. Yeah, and I'd like to thank you myself, Jammers, for the efforts to which you've put in making again this third year our reality. Yeah, I know as we journey, you know, a lot of what's being done is just something that's been inspired and motivated. It's things that we ourselves do to a certain extent, but I think our loss in our good brother has brought everything to the fore. And I think also if we were personally asking for ourselves for their contribution, oftentimes I think it would be more difficult, because that's when people want money. Yeah, because we know people's time is money. So we know now people are putting their time forward or utilizing their time for the benefit of what Brother Dougie represents, which is to get our community together. Yeah, and I think it's really necessary, yeah, for us to do so. Yeah. So my family, my salute to you, my brother. I salute. And Supreme, you're out there listening somewhere, somehow. Yeah. Do continue in promoting, and I expect and look forward to seeing you next week if we don't speak in between the week. Yeah, but yeah, we're all busy people now because we're on that plantation. We're having to find the resource in order to keep ourselves growing. Okay? Yeah, so my family.
More people pay the sacrifice.
Always
it's a rumble jumble life. Man, I cook some food and it can't taste nice. It's a rumble jumble life. Whoa, Lord.
Hey, I was supposed to done eat already, you know. I'm looking at the time, it's now 7:15. And I have to allow time for the food to digest. Yeah, now is the best time to be out in the garden, because now it's cool, or it's certainly cooler. Yeah, so yeah, and just hold up fresh, and then you'll get a good night's sleep. Yeah, so until next week, my family, so I'll see you in the park.
Now this a rumble jumble life. Whoa, man, I eat some food and it can't nice.
It nice, man. How you mean?
It's a worldwide thing. Whoa, it's a worldwide happening. Whoa,
bring your drums, bring your chairs.
It's a rumble jumble life.
Refreshments.
More people pay the sacrifice.
Stay hydrated.
It's a rumble jumble life. Whoa, when I eat some food and it can't taste nice. It's a rumble jumble life. More people pay the sacrifice. In a this a rumble jumble life. Whoa. It's time for redemption. From a distance, some say it's too much sacrifice. From a distance, some say we must pay the price. No man is an island, no man stands alone. We all need each other, whether black or white, that we must unite. It's a rumble jumble life. Poor people pay the sacrifice. In a this a rumble jumble life. Oh, when I eat some food and it can't taste nice. It's a rumble jumble life. Poor people pay the sacrifice. In a this a rumble jumble life. Money rough, yes it tough, yes it journey. Money rough, yes it tough, yes it journey. It's a rumble jumble sacrifice in a this a rumble jumble life. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is gonna happen to this generation? This generation. What is gonna happen to this newborn generation? Oh, this third and fourth generation that is coming now. This third and fourth generation, hear me now. Now this a rumble jumble life. Poor people pay the sacrifice. Now this a rumble jumble life. Man, I cook some food and it can't taste nice. It's a rumble jumble life. Bow.
Yes, a real rumble jumble. Yeah, so yeah, this week coming is, as those who are in the know, it's our good brothers Earth Strong. I believe it's gonna be, is it Wednesday or Thursday? But certainly I think it falls on the 20th. I think that was the first year we actually did it on his birthday. As a matter of fact, I think we did it both years on his birthday. Yeah, I think this year is an exception for the reason. Obviously I'm tied up in doing some things, but I think it probably would have worked again if we had done it in the week. But I know doing it in the week is more demanding. Yeah. But yeah, come this week, I myself, I will be passing again up this cemetery. I think this time obviously I'm going to have my drum, so I'm going to hold a silent reflection. And yeah, with that, I'll also be speaking with Sister Lady Leo's family, and see where things are at, because I remember last time I was up there, there was a conversation that I had with the brother in regards to something which had been planned. So I don't know if the fact that it falls on her birthday. No. I think that again was about the headstone. When the headstone is being placed, that we'll have some notice. Even though again, when this was done for Brother Dougie, the family, they weren't aware. It was totally hit them by surprise. Yeah. So at some point, I know that we're gonna go up there and do a little bit of drumming. Yeah. So that is something again that would be in the pipeline.
Also, Auntie Jean's Sunday market is on this evening, so it will be good for us to tune in. Collective Clive is actually going to be speaking, so it would be good for you to make a connection with Collective Clive.
Okay.
In relation to the event as well.
Yeah. Maybe I had a little conversation.
Maybe he can play the ad on there as well.
Okay. Yeah. We'll send that on. Yeah. We will send that on. Okay, yeah, so you, my listeners out there, I wish you love, peace, harmony until such time, and other than I will see you on Sunday. I'm wrestling as to how I'm going to make my show work on Sunday, because my show next week is...
Broadcast live from the actual park.
I don't know. Talk to Bless.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I say I want you in our studio for so long, because I needed to be able to familiarize myself more. So, yeah, so you hear it there, my family. We'll try and see what we can sort out for next week's Sunday's show, because I will have to be in the park. But the park is going to be 4 till 6, so I would have finished now. And then the expectation is I would just have to come back and assist in the clearing up.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, that's how I was playing it out in my mind.
So you was going to come here and do the show?
I was going to come here, do the show, and then come back. Is what I'm saying, because it satisfies me, because it shows that it's not all about me.
Right. Your expertise might be needed.
No, but if we have the extended collective support, I don't have to be there. Not all the time. It's what I'm saying, and that again is a point I need to, when we have a collective, the workload is shared, which means we can be at different places at times. Yeah, Yeah, so that is the guiding principle, my family. So, yeah, those of you who are over and abroad, Jamaica, I didn't really give you much of a look in this week. Yeah, for the reason that everything is this side because of what is happening. But yeah, I'm going to make a phone call. I need to speak with Femi Bogle Asege, and we're going to be taking it from there. And I need to have that link up again because there's certain things that I need to do within my community over there in Jamaica that reflects again over here. And the reason being I'm saying that is because I would love to be able to engage with our own Miss JK over here, who is a sister of Femi Bogle. And because of the connections with the big man, Mr. Burke, in Jamaica, and again with the Garvey village, I'm looking, because I had put the question to Mr. Burke as to how open he would be to a Garvey village, and he embraced it. So we need to look as to how we can work with a model as such. Otherwise, it's going to be the Friends of St. Thomas, So there are options open, but I would really like to promote the Garvey village and the concept to which they're running by. Yeah. So yeah, I'm mindful as to what you had said. For those who are listening, if you're not aware, the Garvey village is on, and I think there is an emphasis today on the tour or a visit or tour to Zimbabwe. Yeah, so I'd ask yourself to listen and tune in. I myself, I'm going to go and I'm going to be tuning and linking up on that platform as well. Yeah, so let me love you and leave you, my family, until such time. Yeah, over and out. Bless up.
One kind of better come just trouble again.
Something to play out with. If I can give in a track 7, if I remember correctly.
Oh, whoa. Talking to America, whoa, whoa. Talking to Africa, whoa, whoa. Talking to Asia, Jamaica, and the people all over, whoa, whoa. You've got to learn to love your brothers and sisters. You've got to learn to live together, whoa, whoa. U-N-I-T-Y, that is unity. U-N-I-T-Y. U-N-I-T-Y, that is unity. U-N-I-T-Y. I'm talking to the Hanadown child. Feeling so too much blood and boil. Talking to the dead and long
Yes, family. I had made a connection with a bass painter at an earlier stage.
Feeling so too much blood and boil. I'm talking to the
Yeah, at an earlier stage, and I'd given the authorization for them to participate, and I've lost track of your number. The Jam Masters just reminded me. Yeah, so can you be in touch? I think the obvious person is Sister Legit, or even like myself. Yeah, so that we can make sure that this provision is there on the day. Yeah, so please, if you can get back to myself or Sister Legit, just for confirmation. But yeah, as was said then, yeah, the endorsement is there because the young people or the children more so, we're probably looking forward to this. Okay? Alright, bless.
What is the matter? Who is the master? Or what is the plan? Yeah, every time I look over my shoulder, hear destruction. That's why I write this song. So you better sing with King Kong. U-N-I-T-Y, that is unity. U-N-I-T-Y. U-N-I-T-Y, that is unity. U-N-I-T-Y. Don't you know that love is the answer, my brothers? Don't you know that love is the key? Oh, 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 oh. to the Denham Town child. Tell them say too much blood a boil. Talking to the Anna Town child. Let them just a party at the side. So we talking to the inner city child. Tell them say too much blood a boil. I play a school face, no man not smile. Still I see I go and take away the side. Hey. UNITY, that is unity. UNITY. UNITY, that is unity. UNITY. Oh, whoa.